Hi, welcome. We're going to do a quick little reading before I go to work. And I wanted to start with maybe a couple words about, there's some high-level energy from this self-made deck. We have emerging and aversion. Maybe one more. Ego. Interesting. Emerging, aversion, ego. So what is emerging? What are we averse to? And what does ego have to tell us about any of that? Let's get an overall energy. We have the Three of Cups. It's by the Ten of Cups. Ooh. How might our idea of a future happiness be getting in the way of the ability to be happy in the moment with others? Like to find that joy, just like pure joy in sharing space and time with other people. It's like this future idea. I wonder if that's the ego part. Like everything of the mind, of the ego. Doesn't mean you have to be egotistical. That's not how I see it. It's just attachment to things that are not of the present moment. So there's something here about like resting in presence. You know, the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and death. Interesting. So there's definitely something coming to an end. Like there's a closure of a cycle, if you want to call it a cycle. There's something being put to rest. So, whoa, emerging makes sense, so that something else can emerge. And I think it's that this is a card of like having gratitude for right here in this present moment again. And it's like we're not like this constant seeking energy about what might make us fulfilled or happy. While it's great to know what does make you happy, because that means you also know what doesn't make you happy, hopefully. But all of that is seeking energy. Ooh, I like this. Like all of this is saying, stay present. It's interesting because it's like, that I think that is the ego part of this. Let's see what else. We have the Emperor and the Moon. Yeah, there's something saying really what is it that drives your ego? There's something saying do some self-discovery work around where do we need to keep our ego in check? That's funny. I wonder what else. Show me something more here. And the Magician. It's like a new, this kind of, the Magician kind of makes me think about the way that these attachments to the past or future, in this case it feels like future kind of attachments, the idea of like what you're striving for in this life, is saying that that's just the ego's projection about, it like keeps us away from being able to act in the present moment, whereas the Magician is right here saying that's your ability to act right here in the present moment. That's all we have is the present moment. So what this reading is asking us to question, like, what is it that's keeping us out of presence, and to really question, like, it's false, isn't it? It's false. It's illusion, rather. So let's just get a final message. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? This idea of presence. You have the Ace of coins, Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Five of Swords. Well, that's an interesting piece of artwork. The Five of Swords is like a cautionary kind of call out to the ego. Like that's what keeps us in the cycle of hurt. I think of it keeps us focused on where we felt like we went wrong, which is good for self-reflection, but this is like, it can be perpetuated if we don't break that cycle. The Ace of, this is all saying just really, really, really question what keeps us in that cycle, because there's a new path emerging. Let's find out more about that. The way forward. Oh, keep getting that Six of Pentacles. It's really, really interesting. Something about extending beyond the self. And now you have the Queen of Wands, which is true, like, it's like this self-confidence emerging. It's like breaking off all the expectations of what your life will look like, because you are creating it, but it's out of this connection and generosity with others. It's like it's the ego is in check when you I want to put the right vibe on it, or the right words to the vibe. And you got the Two of Swords right here at the end. Two of Swords. Boop. This is this deep, deep, deep seeking. So whatever's happening right now, this isn't telling us about the future. I think this is a cautionary tale about being too focused on the future. Everything here keeps pulling us back to the present, and it has to do with how are you keeping your ego in check so that you realize that you've got the two biggest like manifestor, like creation energies right here, divine masculine and divine feminine. How are you weaving together the doing and the being, focused right here in the present moment, your doership self and your beership, saying like, just right here in the moment, stay right here, this is all we have, stay right here. Just put one foot in front of the other, right here in this present moment. This is where you make anything happen. You don't even have to think about the future. It doesn't exist. Think about what your happiness is right here in this present moment in relation to other people. It's generosity, isn't it? It's giving, it's serving. That's what this is saying. It's not about future or past. Everything says, what are you doing right now to serve others right here in this present moment? Because in doing so, you actually fuel your own self-growth. You're bringing this old cycle, all this old stuff to an end. There's closure to, you're closing off the past and future because it's illusion. Stay right here in the present moment. Everything emerges from that. So anyway, that's just a little snippet of a reading. I love that, but it's like, I want to go deeper, but I can't. I gotta go. So I'm going to reflect on that some more. Like, whenever my mind wanders toward the future, toward the past, just bring it right back, right back, right back. And part of me is like, yeah, but I'm not planning and I'm not accounting for things and like, right? But yeah, just keep bringing it back. I love that. And that's where the happiness emerges. This is the only moment we have. Thanks for being here. Bye.